guys, we were talking about
As a Man Thinketh.
So I'm reading this book, right? And I was just asking Mom some questions because just trying to have a deeper understanding. And we started talking about, in the book it says that poverty, and not even just in this book, but I've heard it in through multiple people, different people, that poverty is an illness. Like it's unnatural to be in a state of poverty. But they also say that poverty, like how poverty comes about, is any sort of negative thinking. Like even wishing bad on someone else is poverty. Like any sort of negative thinking it can result in poverty. Any sort of negative thinking. So it was kind of like, so I was just, just going based off. And what was you saying?
I enjoy that you were sharing that with me, because I was telling y'all earlier when I was speaking to y'all was that whatever you're wishing upon others, the energy has to go through you first. So it has to go through you. So you don't want to spit out that kind of energy, negativity or harmful energy towards others, because it's going to have to go through you first. And whatever you throw out is what you get back. So you want to be mindful of the kind of energy that you're throwing out there. If you want good shit to happen to you, if you want good things to happen to you, throw out good stuff. Stay positive. Throw out good energy, and you shall receive that in return.
Yes. And I guess this kind of goes a little off topic, so I don't know if you want to talk about it or not. But
no, go ahead. We're all sharing with each other,
Yeah. So it says the circumstances we encounter with suffering are the result of our own lack of mental harmony, right? And I was thinking, so I kind of went through a little something today, right? Maybe I was a little off mentally today, but because in this book it says that we cause our circumstances. Like everything right now. We are the result of it. Was our state of mind. It was us that created it. I guess where I'm trying to get stuck around is, okay, I created this. Let's say that's how you bring the power to yourself. You're not a victim. You created it, right? And I know that hurts to be like, wow, I created my circumstances, but it also is empowering, because if I created it, I could also create something else, and I could also, so I guess I could change it. So I guess it's empowering at the same time that we're not victims. But I was thinking like, okay, I created my circumstances, right? Let's say I want to change my circumstances now. How do I do that? Right here it was saying like, we are not rightly conditioned until we are happy, healthy, and prosperous. Happiness, health, and prosperity are the result of a harmonious adjustment of the inner with the outer, of our relationship with our surroundings, right? I guess if it's our relationship with our surroundings, let's just say my surroundings aren't where I want it to be at right now, right? Let's just say that. Not saying that I'm not happy, because I'm also I'm grateful, but like, if it's not exactly where I want it to be, how do I become, like, how do I get out of that?
First of all, if you're in a spot that you're not happy in, then start making yourself happy. Start doing things and telling yourself things that uplift you and that are joyful to you, joyful to your mind, body, and soul.
Because you have to get there internally.
Yes, you have to do it internally first. So it doesn't matter where you're at in life, you got to do it internally first. And then once you start doing that, you then start implementing being around the people, places, and things that makes you happy, that makes you joyful, that puts a smile on your face and stuff like that. So do the internal work first. Because if you don't do the internal work first, it doesn't matter where you're at, you're just not going to be happy. You're not going to enjoy it. So you have to do it internally first, and then move yourself out of those places, you know, that you're not happy
It starts
in.
to align for you.
Yes, it starts to align.
For sure. I remember, I think it was Never God, or correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Never God that said, you, like, if you want to be in Barbados, Barbados, you are now in Barbados. And someone was like, but okay, but I'm here though. And he said, well, if you're in Barbados, why would you question, like, no, you're in Barbados. Like,
Yes.
this is Barbados.
Enjoying Barbados.
Even if...
And the here and now.
And the
mentally,
here and now. Like, if you say you're in Barbados, don't look out the outer. You're in Barbados.
Yes.
You're in Barbados. So
yes.
what is there to question about that? And I think that's something that it takes mental strength to either when the external or maybe your internal try to bring you back to the old story or the old narrative or whatever. You have to say, no, this is my new story. Yes. I am in Barbados. That's it. You know why? Because I am Barbados. Yes. I am vacation. I am fun. I am, like, right now, that's what I feel. So that's where I'm at.
Which brings me to something I also said earlier about we have to make the fun wherever we're at.
Yes.
Wherever we're at.
Make it what it is.
Yes.
You make it what it is.
Because you can't say, oh, because this is a small town, they don't have nothing to do. Yes. You gotta make it. You gotta make it yourself. You gotta make that fun yourself. You gotta think outside the box, do things that you enjoy doing, and bring it to wherever you're at. It doesn't matter where you're at. Just bring it. You have to bring it yourself. Yes. Sometimes, and so therefore, just bring the fun. Do the things that make you happy in the here and now.
And I can attest to that because, like I said in I think the last video or the couple videos back, like, when I'm at work, it depends on who you're around at work. Work could be really fun or work could be work. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're around those people that make work fun, you do your job, and then their energy, and you do make it what it is. You decide what it is. And yeah.
What makes me happy is sharing our insights and just being us with you all, because not every day is a joyful day, but because we do have like our days where we're like a little bit more emotional than other days, and so it does kind of like but we share our just ourselves with y'all. I'm sure y'all can find plenty of videos where I'm just like, but why this and this and that, and I'm just but then it's like I was just going through an emotional day that day, you know what I mean? But I'm good. Like we're helping each other, see that there's light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? It's not all bad, and it's not all darkness. There's light, and there's joy, and there's happiness, and we have to start bringing it out. We have to be the ones to start bringing it out. And so, and I've seen, since we've been like awakening and experiencing new things and stuff, I've seen a whole 360, like where I was and where I'm at now is totally different. So I give gratitude every day because I know that things are getting better and better, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you, universe. Thank you, dear God.
Thank you. Yes.
So anything else you would like to share out of what you're reading? Anything interesting? Anything that caught your attention out of the book?
So far I like the whole book. I'm still in the beginning of it. But good thoughts and actions can never produce bad results. Bad thoughts and actions can never produce good results. This is but saying that nothing can come of corn but corn. Nothing from nettles but nettles. And it says suffering is always the effect of wrong thought in some direction. So from what I basically got out of that is, we have to become what we want.
Yes, embody what it is that you're wanting. Embody it yourself.
Yeah. But also, we can't have bad thoughts and expect a good life. You have to be in harmony. You have to be in alignment. Be a good person. And I like the examples in this book that it gave of like an employer doing bad by his employees. And he said and the book was like, a man like that could never be successful because you're doing wrong by your employees. That's actions and thoughts like that don't bring about wealth, don't bring about long-term wealth, and it doesn't bring about long-term abundance and stuff like that.
I do believe that that's something that we've always been kind of talking about is that to run a successful business, you have to treat your employees right. If you don't treat your employees right, then you're going to have a big what is it tip of my tongue. You're gonna have a lot of people quitting on you, basically.
That's what's happening everywhere right now. I can see that. People aren't gonna put up with the shit. I know at my job we're losing a lot of people because
But then sometimes I see that's God doing that because, you know, if you're not in the right vibration, God wants to see good things for all of us. And if it's not matching, then you're going to see that. You're going to see that.
Tell her to wait. Yeah, tell her to wait.
A big turnover rate. There you go. I was thinking of turnover rate.
Yeah.
You're going to see a big turnover rate because you have to treat your employees good. You have to treat your customers good.
Yes, when you treat people good, guess what they're going to want to do?
Come back. Yes.
Guess what they're going to do? Okay, right now, this is something personal, but right now I have a lieutenant. He's not my lieutenant, but he yelled at me. He was very unprofessional, and I cried at work. It was literally that bad. And and then he wants me to work for him and shit like that. He's wrote me up. I almost got probation and everything else like that. But yet you want me to work for you? You get mad when I don't want to work for you? I don't want to work for you because you're an ass. You're a dick. Why would I want to work for you? The environment isn't good. I don't feel safe there. I don't feel comfortable being around you. You treat people like shit. Why would anybody want to work for you? That's why you have the shortest card. You only have 3 people on shift because you treat people the way you do, and you think it's okay. You think because you're the lieutenant that you have that. Okay, that's why you have 3 people on your shift. That's why only 3 people show up, because you think you're the lieutenant. You could just do everybody how you want to do them, regardless of what rank you are. You treat people with respect. You treat people with kindness, not because you have fucking chevrons or whatever the fuck they're called, bars. And that's why we're losing a lot of rank at my job right now, because higher ups aren't. They're talking shit, and who's gonna put up with that for so fucking long?
Yeah. No, people are not gonna put up with it. We know our worth. We know how we want to be treated, and we're not going to take anything less than that.
Eventually, people get fed up. Even if you put up with that for so long, eventually you're gonna be like, you know what?
What am I doing here?
I go get better. You think you're the only place that hires? No, there's thousands, millions, trillions of other jobs. You're not the only one.
And people are starting to create their own careers.
And people are starting to create their own.
You don't have to put up with anything.
Yeah. So, all this to say is the human mind may be likened to a garden. The human mind is a garden. And
so whatever you're planting,
whatever you sow, you will reap. Whatever thoughts you plant, you will reap. And
be mindful.
Be mindful.
Be mindful what you're throwing out there. Be mindful what you're wanting. And ask yourself, what is it that I'm wanting out of this life? What is it that I'm wanting to do? What is it that I'm wanting in return? And then start embodying and being that.
Say affirmations, I like affirmations a lot. And practice. It's a daily thing. Mm-hmm. Practice every moment being the energy you want to be. Be the person you aspire to be. Be the person that you're excited to wake up to. Imagine having the life you want already, and every day you wake up and you have that. Because like I pretend when I wake up that I wake up and there's a beach. Like, I hear the seagulls, I hear the water.
That's nice.
Because that's where I want to be, right? So it's kind of like every day I wake up and I imagine that, and I wake up with a smile on my face because that's what I envision. And, you know, that's what I have. That's what I'll get. So
Yes.
we love you guys. Remember, your mind is like a garden, and what you sow, you reap. Be careful of the thoughts you think and the words you say.
Yes. Words are very powerful.
What you consume through all senses.
Yes.
Because that's
what you throw out is what you get.
Yes. But we love you guys. We hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat, me and Mom had going on. And
yeah, because our conversations get really deep.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, we should be recording this, and then we just.
Yeah.
So y'all get sometimes the end part of it, but
yeah.
But, but we love to share with you all because we have really good conversations.
We do.
I love you all. Have an amazing day. Mwah.